Yes, I hear you. I need to put your bell on though. Do I need to put a coat on? It is chilly. We're not going to go that far. Why did you jump back up here? Get ass back down there. Little butthead. I don't know what to do. The sun is warm, but it is. Will you just be patient? You have no reason to be so impatient. Gosh dang, you can see me grabbing everything to go, and you're still freaking out. Like, let's go, let's go. Just be patient. You. Yeah. I need this. Oh, I need to put that away right away. I'll be right back, Jared. I think we'll try and do this without a coat. That wind is so cold. I don't get it. Like, it's probably 60 degrees out here, but that wind makes it feel like 35. Okay, well, I don't know how far we're gonna do, because I gotta do something, because she is going just crazy over here since we haven't done anything today. She won't just wander around and entertain herself. Yeah. Bam, there we go. But I did decide, I woke up today and it was one of those, like, we were gonna do, like, this is right around when I was gonna normally leave today anyways, to do the long run, because I was gonna incorporate maybe some heat training in, even though it's not that warm. Like I said, it feels freezing. But dog already take off? Where did she go? Like, I can see the road and I don't even see her. Gosh dang. I hear her way up there, but I don't see her. But sometimes I always tell my athletes this, that sometimes you just got to listen to your body. And this is one of those days that we are not doing a long run for sure. So, and I don't have a lot of water. I don't actually hardly have any water on me. So, she's pooping. So we're only going to do one run today, and Nari, I don't know what you think you're chasing, but get over here, Nari. Hello, Spice Girl. But it's definitely one of those days where we're just gonna do, this is gonna be our only run today instead of multiple runs, and I don't know, we might do 4 miles, we might do 6 miles, we might do 5K, I don't know, we'll see how we feel, because like I said, it's just one of those days where I can tell my body needs a little bit of a rest, so. But I have to do something, so, because like I said, low budget here is just driving me crazy. Take it easy? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're just taking it easy today. Which means hopefully tomorrow we can do our long run. Today is gonna be the warmest day by far for the next week, really. Weekend is going to be super busy out here, so it's not going to be conducive to do a long run, because I mapped out a route that we're going to get like a super long run in, and there is no avoiding main routes in order to get anything over like 12 miles, really. So we'll see. I might just do a back-to-back 12-miler or something. I was looking at our route yesterday on Strava just to see how close we were to the river bed, and we were within half a mile. Like, we were maybe a quarter mile from the railroad as soon as we turned around, and there's a crossing right down below where we were at that crosses the railroad down to the riverbed, which is only another, the railroad basically follows the riverbed. So I was like, oh, could have gone an extra half a mile and been there, but when I started seeing all the sign for Javelina, didn't want to chance it. Run into a big old, I learned what they're called. A group of javelinas, I think it's called a squad or something like that, a squadron, or I don't know, something like that. That was cool. how, like, sun is, you know, midday sun is like right at its peak. Highest is going to be in the sky. The sun actually does feel warm in the middle of the desert, yet that wind is freezing. Like, why is that? Because it's not like up in Montana, the cold winds blow out of the north. Because this wind is coming kind of, I would say, more northeast. But, who knows? Had to do some electrical repairs this morning on the van too. Last night, every now and then, because I have puck lights in my ceiling and they all operate on a remote, and it's like all of a sudden one of them just needs to be reset, like for whatever reason. Either they won't turn on or they won't turn off. And of course, the one that wouldn't turn off last night was directly above my bed. And so the only way for me to reset them is to essentially unplug them. Like, so most of them I just have wire nuts connected to wires, so that I can easily just undo a wire nut and reset it. Well, of course, that one light last night, I didn't have wire nuts on those connectors. It was an actual connector, like a solderless connector, but like a grip-on connector, I guess is what you say it. And so the only way I could just quickly, because it's dark out, I didn't want to go outside or do anything, you know, figure out where my tools are, dig through my bin to find my wire nuts or any of that. So I just grabbed my pocket knife and cut the wires. Well, when I did that, it blew the circuit, the circuit breaker, because it's only a little 5 amp little circuit breaker, because those don't take any power at all to run. So then none of my lights worked. It was like, gosh dang. Then for whatever reason, last night, she had to go to the bathroom 2 times throughout the night, which it's been a long time since she's woken up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, because usually she goes once before bed, and then she makes it, you know, she can go 9 hours until we wake up in the morning. But last night, she decided I had to go out twice, like once at around 1:30 or something like that, and then once about 3. I don't know. But, well, the 3 makes sense, because as soon as she got back from going out at 1 or 1:30, whenever it was, she decided to finally eat her dinner, and she drank a whole bunch of water. So then it made sense that just a couple hours later, she was gonna have to go to the bathroom again. But every time I was like, I can't turn my lights on, so I was like using my headlamp the whole time. And then when I woke up this morning making my coffee, I had to wear my headlamp. I was like, which isn't a huge deal, but when you're used to being able to just turn your lights on, it's like, oh man. You know, think of you living at home and all of a sudden you can't turn your lights on, so you have to use a flashlight or whatever to get around. That's how it was. But I fixed it this morning. They work okay. It's just a pain in the ass because all my electrical stuff was in my tote, my big black bin, all the way underneath my bed. Like I had to pull everything out in order to get to it. Oh. Okay, when that wind isn't blowing on you, like I can barely feel it again now. But we just had that little spell where I couldn't feel any wind, and it was hot. Like I said, it's like in the 60s. I think today is supposed to be 69 for the high. My dog was over here trying to find where she's at, so I don't leave her. Is that all? I was gonna take a rest day. Oh, there she is. She's behind the bushes. I was gonna take a rest day today, but so this is all about her. So I'm just going as fast as she needs me to go. Get her a little bit of stuff or something. I'm trying to oh, there's right there. Not too close to it. Days. Yeah, I think we'll be able to make it. Like last night, I didn't even have to run my heater once because it was, I think it only got down to 43 degrees all the night. That's what my thermometer said. I could be wrong though, because sometimes it just doesn't work. But it actually still felt warmer. Like when I got up this morning, decided to go do our morning potties. It felt way warmer than it has the last 2 days. So I think that's probably accurate. So I still have, you know, if I'm just running my heater for a few minutes, like right before bed, maybe, you know, for half hour in the morning when we get up, which is all I did last night. I'll definitely have enough diesel to make it till Monday morning. I still haven't swapped over to my last tank for water, so I have at least 11 gallons. If I can't make it, that's like 2 gallons a day. I haven't used that much water for a long time. And being that it's not supposed to get any warmer, like it's supposed to start cooling off a little bit, definitely not going to start using more water, that's for sure. Around this way. Let's keep going the other way because she loves going down that wash. And she's a lot like me. She doesn't like doing the same thing over and over again. So she really wants to turn to the right there. Pretty good. We'll leave here, like do a run here before we leave Monday morning, and then drive to Tucson, hit the grocery store. Actually, I really only have to hit the grocery store. We can hit that on our way out, but my plan is to be at Madera for as long as we can find a spot, which now that all the snowbirds are coming back, have to drive up to Montana, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because after my race, I'm going to be heading back to Montana anyway, so I could always just leave and go to Montana, drop her off at the kennel up there, go down to my race, and then head back and pick her back up. So we'll see. Might reach out to Zach and find out if his significant other is going to be in Vegas. If she is, I might have to see if she doesn't mind just checking in on her while I'm racing, because it wouldn't be an all-day thing. It just, well, who knows? It might be an all-day thing for me. But no matter what, the chances are very good that I'm going to set a personal best for 100 miles. And if I meet my time goal, I definitely will have a personal best. We'll see how it works out. I don't really want to have to drive all the way to Montana and then right back down, because that'll cost me an extra, I don't know, probably $350 that I don't actually have. And then I had a laugh today. I was watching what is it, Pizza Princess or whatever her name is, Princess Pizza, whatever. I just like watching them make pizza. Well, she's like got all these grand ideas of how to grow her community and all this, and it's like 90% of us just like watching the pizza. But here lately, because she's like trying to, grow her base, her channel or whatever, she's like doing all this other stuff, like doing gaming streams, and yesterday she did like a polar plunge and all this, and so she had like a 10.5 hour long stream yesterday, which is a lot longer than she normally does. And then she was complaining, like, I only got, and I get it, because in that length of a stream, normally she would get, at a minimum, like 300 or 400 new followers. But for that long of a stream, you would normally get like 1,000 new followers. But yesterday she only got 89 new followers, she was saying. And she was complaining about it, and I'm like, 89? Like, that's a third of how many followers I have total. Like, and you're complaining about that? Like, and the sucky part about it is, and I understand, I am not complaining one bit. I love all my people that follow me, and I don't do this for the, to have like the biggest channel or whatever. I mean, it'd be nice to have bigger channel, more viewers, because the monetization would definitely help. I mean, I'm monetized, but I mean, how much I get would definitely help. Which, by the way, is weird. I noticed I went from freaking 9 9 subs to pretty much 1 sub on Twitch overnight, which was weird. Not complaining, still I got 1 sub, so any subs are very appreciated. But I've been doing this channel just as long as she's been doing hers. And she's got like, you know, 200,000 followers. Her subs are like almost 2,000 a month. That's a lot of freaking money she's making. And she's complaining. But I guess my point is she's trying to do all this extra stuff, and it's like 90% of your people that followed you and watch you all the time are there to watch the pizza, not you. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but that's really what it is. Like, they're there to watch her, but I mean, if she's not making pizza, that's not why they follow. They're not there to watch her paint or play games or whatever. I'm only there for the pizza, so every time I click on there and see if she's doing something else, like, oh, sorry, I'm gonna watch something else. Are we there yet? Nope, almost. Seems like we should be there. Well, I think we're at least going to try and get a 10K. But if we can get all the way down to the end of this road, that would be 8 miles. That's better than nothing. But we'll see. It just depends on how I feel. Going this way, we're going downhill, so I feel great. Coming back, though. Like, I woke up this morning and just getting out of the van, I felt like a weird niggle. So I was like, I don't know about this today. Don't know. But who knows? Maybe we'll loosen up. I do feel it a little bit right now. But we'll see what... oh, there's a seasonal spring here. There is. There's a tank right there, so it makes sense why there'd be a tank right there if there's a seasonal spring. Doing. There's a lot of choy off to the right that she likes to that's definitely some deer poop. But she likes to run over and get stuff stuck in her feet, and I cannot feel the wind right now, so I am starting to get really warm. Oh, and I took some Zyrtec yesterday, hoping that if it was allergies, that I'd be feeling a lot better today. And I do feel a lot better today with like my chest, but it's still there a little bit. But nothing at all like what it was like. Figure out what well, I think after this I'm just gonna wait till dinner time to eat, because I don't know what to have today. Maybe some pasta, and I don't really have anything for protein is a problem. That's the one thing I need to buy, is some proteins. Had when I left Montana, I had like 9 half-pound packets of like ground turkey and some other stuff as well. I guess I do have some meatballs I could have for protein. That might actually be kind of tasty. I don't have any sauce though, but it'd be okay. A little, just some pasta and meatballs would be fine. Like lots of funny. I was just glancing around earlier, not a cloud in the sky, but now I glance over here and there's one tiny little cloud. Oh, I guess way over by Mexico there's something. That probably is on the Mexico border. But what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. If anybody wonders what it's like talking to me in real life, this is what it's like talking to me in real life too. I just go on tangents and jump from one thing to the other. But in my brain, everything is connected. I used to have to do that with my ex-wife. She'd always look at me because we'd be talking about one thing, and then all of a sudden I'd be like, "Oh, by the way," and I jump like completely over to something else, and she'd always be like, "How did you get from there to there?" And then I would like think about it for like a minute, and then I'd be like, "Okay, follow the pattern," and I would explain to her how my brain got from point A to point C or point G, really. And she was like, "Oh, okay, I guess that does." I mean, she's like, "It makes sense how your brain went from, you know, if you connected all the dots, but it doesn't make sense." Didn't make sense to her, like, to jump from there to there. Like, oh, sorry, it's just the way my brain works. This may be more of a walking stream today than a running stream. Oh, my dog's making her way back to the road. I better start moving. She's gonna leave me in the dust. See if I can get her to wear booties. The way she just runs around with no care to the world about getting pokies in the feet, even though she knows exactly what is causing the pokies in her feet. It does not dissuade her from, right now she's trying to sniff a barrel cactus, and it's like, touch that with your nose, you're gonna have things stuck in your face. And she knows it. Barrel cactuses are got pokies. She's just a weirdo. Just a weirdo. And here she comes. I don't know, we might just... I think what we'll do is we'll go down to the end of this road. We'll see. I don't know. We might just go to a 10K. Because it is almost 4 miles to the end of this road. It's like a loud airplane of some sort, but I don't know what kind of airplane. Like, it doesn't sound like a passenger airline. Maybe a private jet of some sort. Earlier this morning, there was some fighter jets going overhead, which I'm guessing are from the Air Force Base over by Tucson. If I had to guess. Oh, see, that sounds like some sort of prop. So it could be like a private plane, like a turboprop or something. Let's run for a little bit more. Even though the motivation isn't there, we'll do it. As long as I don't push it too hard, I don't think I'll have to worry about my little niggle that I got going. This is probably my favorite section out here. Like, for the last, like, what, half a mile or so. At this point, actually down, well, really just continuing all the way down. My favorite section. Oh, we're just taking our time, letting her enjoy herself. She's having fun. And this section doesn't have a lot of choya. It's pretty wide open, so I'm fine with her. Just doing her thing. first time she woke up last night, she jumped down to get a drink. And so a lot of times she just jumps down to get a drink and then she'll jump back up and go back to bed. Last night, she jumped down and got her drink, and then she wiggled her way up into the front seat, because I have that blackout curtain that I close just because it helps keep all the heat in better instead of having such a big space. It's just like a little space. And then she started like making noises up there, and I'm like, oh great, what is outside now? And then she would not give up wanting to go outside. So I was like, okay, fine, I have to kind of pee anyways. So I put my headlamp on and slowly opened the door and shined my headlamp around on the brightest setting. I didn't see anything. And then when she jumped down, she didn't like go to like chase anything or inspect anything. She just jumped down to go to the bathroom. So I was like, that was weird. Like, what was all that about? And of course, she's going right over to the only toy out here. Look at that. Why did she do that? Now she's like stepping on it like, gosh dang, this hurts. Yeah, stay away from the effing choya, you fool. No other choya even close to here. And she finds the only one out here and she's like, I'm gonna go over there. I understand what her deal is. I tell you, she's like, what do you call that? A masochist that likes the pain or whatever? People that like the pain. She's a masochist. She's a masochist that has a pee fetish. She likes to be peed on. It doesn't matter if it's another dog, a person, it don't matter. She just tries to get peed on. It always makes me wonder, like, whose dog are you? Like, you know, I don't have any weird fetishes like that, so what the heck are you so weird about? A lot of newer poops out here, and these tracks are new too. I came through here, and again, it doesn't look like cow. Actually, that does look like cow right there. But I also noticed, like, off on the side over here, there's newer piles of poop. Good afternoon. a little quick. Okay, well, we hit what I said I was going to at least do, the distance. I mean, I'm more about time on feet today since we're not doing a long run. Nari, come on, we're turning around. We're definitely not doing the extra mile. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Thank you for listening. Yeah, such a good girl. Oh, you need a little bit of a drink? I tried to get you to drink something before you left. Yeah. Tried to get you to drink something before you left, and you said no. Stand up? No more. You want more or not? I probably almost sprayed on you. There, you good? Is that good? Okay, well, let's head back then. Started to drink a little, and then she started to walk away, so I just squirted a bunch all over her to keep her cool. She's like, stop it. And then she didn't want to get close to me again. I was like, I promise I won't do that again. And then she took a nice good drink. Today's just one of them days. Yeah, this is all brand new track right here. Whatever sort. Most likely cow. It is kind of what it looks like. That definitely looks like a cow. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about you with your cowbell on. Like, oh, there's tracks over here. No, Nari, don't you dare do it. As I was just getting ready, I know what was going through her head. She just followed the tracks and she's like, oh, look, these tracks go to a brand new fresh pile of poo. Let me do something with this. And she was just getting ready to roll on it. Like, yelled at her, she stopped and looked at me and like, fine. She's bored with this run because she's picking up sticks now and just trying to entertain herself, which I'm fine with. That means she's not going over sniffing at Choya. More new poo up here, so we're gonna run for a little bit just to get away from it. No, Nari, hey, no, gosh dang you. Right when I said that, it's like, I better run, because she's gonna try to rub herself all over it. And what did you see? Yeah, you just got stabbed by mesquite, didn't you? A line. And is that more poop? Get away from that. Oh, that's a stick. Okay. You know, it's like they couldn't spread out at all. They're just gonna go single file. She is just leaving me. She's like, guaranteed she's trying to get as far away from me as she can, so if she finds another pile of poop, she can misbehave without me noticing. But I was just talking about how I should easily have enough water to make it to Monday morning, but if I have to, because last night I had to wash her a little bit from her yesterday's rolling around on poop incident. Because she was stinky. And now she's gonna go over to all this little tiny baby Toya, walk around through it. Those aren't tulips to tiptoe through. Weirdo. Oh. You would think she would learn that actually not do our run here, just right off the highway, because there is a highway that goes through here and then climbs up over a pass there, and then trailhead, and I might do that trail maybe. There's like just this huge patch of whatever is kind of, see, it looks like cholla, but it's not like the cane cholla, so I don't even know what it is real necessarily, but there's a big patch out here. As soon as we get back, why is my thing all messed up? Oh, here we go. I don't know why I lost, like, I don't know what it looked like on your guys' side, but on my side it said I lost connectivity. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, I think as soon as we get back, we're gonna clean up a bit. And then I'm going to do some work on the computer, but I think I might have to use my little DJI power bank because I don't have. The one bad part about the winter time is, like, if I had everything turned off on my van, so the Starlink and everything, and the Starlink only takes like 3 amps, so it definitely doesn't take a lot. The dog's waiting to see if she sees me. I'm a-coming. But anyways, if I, like, right now, I'd be getting the most charge, and it's only like maybe 150 watts, which is around like 12 amps roughly. That's with 400 watts of charging panels on the top. So that being said, whatever I charge during the day, even if I have everything turned off, still isn't as much as what I use in a day. So since we've been here, since then we've been dropping about 8% overall of a net drop. So I woke up this morning and we were only right at 70, and I don't like to go less than about 54 tops, because even though 54%, you're like, oh, that's still a lot of battery. It is, but it drops below, I think it's 12.3 volts, which is what it's at 50%. So I could do other things still, but my refrigerator quits working. Like, I could run my Starlink, I could run all that. But even then, you don't get a full 100% out of your batteries. That's another misnomer that people have. So really, you only get a usable voltage about 50%. And especially with lithium batteries like I have, like if I get down to about 40%, I think I actually start losing, like I can't even charge my lithium batteries anymore because they'll give a false reading of 0. So my only way to charge them is either you have to basically give them a jump, which I can do by turning my switch on for my vehicle. And then they'll start charging again. Once I get down to 11.8 volts, my alarms start going off. Because it's shortly after that is where I start losing my lithium batteries, which are not good to do that to. It shortens their lifespan, and that, I don't know, my batteries are about $1,000 a piece. Because they are 200 amp hour batteries. I have 4 of them for a total of 800 amp hours. That's why, like right now, if you look at charging it, my gauge, it tells you whether you're in discharge or you're charging. It has an hour meter based upon how much you're discharging, when your batteries will be dead, or when you're charging, how long it'll take. I guarantee you right now, it's probably charging at about, my Starlink is on still, so it's probably charging at about 10 amps or so. And I will bet you my meter for full charge says it's gonna still take like probably 70 hours to charge it completely. Like when we left here to drive to Texas, we drove for 10 hours and I was charging off my battery. Oh geez, excuse me, off my battery. A little bit from the sun, but that, and what was I at? I was at like 60 something, 63, 64% probably on my battery meter. And after 10 and a half hours of driving and charging, which if I'm charging off my vehicle alone, it's about 24 amps or so, so like 210 watts, something like that. And it's still, we got over there and it still wasn't fully charged. It was at like 89, 90%, something like that. And then one day of us not doing anything, I wasn't using the battery other than the refrigerator. And so like race day was sunny, so it was getting solar charge on that whole time. And then, although we were a little bit further north, so the sun would be it wasn't charging even as much as it does down here because of the angle. And on our drive back over here, I was still charging on the vehicle, and it probably wasn't until we hit probably Las Cruces, New Mexico, so just past El Paso, that we finally were at full charge. And then I still let it charge because even though it says it's at full charge, it's not really a full charge. Pretty much I just go based off of the voltage because the voltage is always correct. So I know after 3 years now, my voltage dropped about how much life I still have, or how much charge, not necessarily life. Okay, we got about a little less than 2 miles left, which at the pace we're moving will take us 40 minutes. Walking at a 19-minute mile pace. So I guess it'd be less than that, probably closer to 35 minutes, really. But we'll run a little bit here or there. Really want to have a couple toys that aren't very expensive, and by toys I mean new items that I want for my business. They're not super expensive, but since I'm not going to be at my mailbox for over a month, it's like I'm not going to buy them now. I do need to do start doing my taxes and my business report with the state, which that part will be pretty quick and easy. Like that I actually could do now. Oh, my annual report won't take long at all. I can probably do my Schedule C right now for my own taxes as well. And then I can't do all the other stuff yet. Oh. But you're whatever, eh? Thanks for the new follow. Yeah. See if I can find a spot that doesn't have as much pokies and I'll knock out them push-ups. Why did I change my mind on the long run today? I woke up today and I was feeling a niggle, and I always tell my athletes, listen to your body, so that's what we decided today. Was we're just doing whatever to I don't see any choya around here, so there should be less pokies right here somewhere. Let me find a flat spot though. Maybe right here. Here. Yeah, it should work. Here comes my dog, because you're like, what's taking you so long? Thank you. Thank you, sweet girl. That was very helpful. Yeah. Very helpful. She's like, I do what I can. Huh, you do what you can. Yeah, I should listen to yours for a run, yeah. I think it's just, like, I don't want to, so last year, actually it was when I was training for this exact same race. More cowbell. Yeah, she is always helping. I tried to do, I was like all like, ow, gosh dang, that hurt. She just tried to clip me from behind with her stick that she was carrying. Now she's got the zoomies. Gosh dang, that hurt. She just totally whacked the point of the stick she had in her mouth into my calf muscle as she went by. Anyways, I almost this exact same niggle, and so I had to basically, like, I pretty much did cross training for the whole block last year, and so I do not need to have any issues. I had problems with that for quite a while afterwards. So, and I'm getting older as well, so I definitely need to listen. Because out here, I can't do any cross training. I swear I hear a car coming. I think it might be just the echo from that plane that went overhead. Or another plane coming or something. She's definitely getting warm, because now she's trying to hang out in the shade underneath trees with her tongue hanging out. Got about 1.5 miles left. I'm gonna steal a little bit of her water. She won't mind. Okay, well, let's try and run this half mile to our turnoff. Just because I don't want to be on this main road for too long, just in case somebody does decide to drive by. Only because I don't have her on the leash. And she does a good job getting out of the way, but you never know with other people, though. Like, they might just not care and pay attention to her, and then all of a sudden she jukes left instead of right, and then they hit her because they're not paying attention. Which would be her fault, not their fault, since she's not on the leash. I'm not trying to blame anybody else by any means. She just she freaking kicked up freaking dirt into my mouth. That head. Oh. This is downhillish? No, this is all uphill. It's all uphill. Now once you get to this turn right here, you have a little bit of a downhill. If you go off, follow this road, because you drop down into the wash, which is actually the wash that we were at the very end of, all the way down in the bottom of the valley. Oh, but nope, we're gonna continue uphill. We're turning to the right. Oh my goodness. I just was pushing myself as much as I could to get off that road. There, say hello to my face, everybody. I gotta plug my phone in. There you go. I know it's not the most attractive face in the world, but okay, we got 1 mile left, and we gotta climb that hill. Once we get to the top of that, though, it's relatively flat. It's still uphill, but it's more slight uphill and downhill and like rolly more than anything. Definitely not steep like this next hill, which we do have a little downhill right here, you know, just to make you feel the uphill a little bit better. Climb down a little bit more. So this is downhill. Then once we get past this little drainage right here, see my dog is, I don't know if you see her up there, but she's almost up on top of the hill already. She's like, screw you, you're taking too long. I can find my own way back to the van. That's what she says. And speaking of how dumb she is, she loves to lay in the back with the door open in the sun. And she gets so hot. This is way hot. And then she'll finally get up and just jump down off the bed and go down and get a drink. Go wander around outside a little bit. And then she'll come up and lay right in the sun again. And within like 3 minutes, she's stupid hot. And then finally, like she'll get up again and then I'll just move into the sun. So where she can't take that spot. And so then she's relegated to laying in the shady spot. And she lays down in the shady spot and she takes like a 2-hour nap. It's like, just lay in the shade, tanning, yeah. I'm sure that's what it is. Oh, we're almost at the top of this hill. Almost to the top. Might have to give her one of her frozen treats when we get back to the van. I think she would like that. Because for 2 peeps from Montana, this still feels really hot. Even though, like I said, that wind is a little bit cool. It actually does feel like it's warmed up since we left. But that sun, whenever that wind isn't on us, oh my goodness, it feels freaking hot out here. So for her, I know it feels hot. I mean, you just look at her and you can tell she's hot. So I think she deserves one of her frozen treats. I make them homemade. So I have, before we left Montana, I made two different batches. One of them is like, it's just a mixture of plain yogurt, like on all of them. But one batch is plain yogurt, bananas, like mashed up bananas, and peanut butter. And then the other one is just yogurt, plain yogurt again. Pumpkin, like pureed pumpkin, and some peanut butter. You know, I had to make something holiday festive during the holidays. That's why I never did make my pumpkin pie like I was gonna make for Christmas. So I had some canned pumpkin left over. See, I was wondering where the hell she was at. She's way down off on the left. It's like I'm looking ahead and I'm like, I don't see her at all. all of a sudden I hear her bell coming from the side. She was freaking way down there. She was a long ways away. I don't know what she saw down there. There's our van way up there. I don't know if you guys could see the little white dot. Like I said, from here, I look at the van and I'm like, that thing is easily like 3 miles away. And in reality, it's like 3/4 of a mile away. Oh, there's a lot of airline traffic flying overhead this time of day, which makes sense for multiple flight paths probably coming into Phoenix, like Dallas to Phoenix or Albuquerque. Anything in that line would be flying directly over us right now. I really want to do the run or the drive through the Chiricahua National Monument. There's a really cool scenic drive, like it's a national scenic drive through there. And I've never done it. I really want to, but I don't know if we would have time. Because in order to get to it, you have to drive this way, which we'd be driving anyways to, I think it's the town of Winslow maybe. And then you have to drive south a little bit in order to get to it. And the cool thing about that is you'd be able to, on the other end of it, we could just cruise down, and there's a road a road that goes to the town of Douglas, which is like right on the Mexican border. And then from Douglas, you can bring that up and we could like explore Tombstone, do a little touristy thing. Problem is then I'd be getting into our next campsite pretty late, which if we can't find one, we have to go search for one. I don't want to be in there at nighttime trying to find a spot. And then we wouldn't be able to do this because then we'd be taking that highway over. I don't know. Too many things I want to do. I guess really we could, I say we could just take a day, like after our run, and go do that, come back, stay the night. Because it's not very far from here to the freeway. It's like 15 miles is all. And just stay the night and then go over and do that. Like on a Sunday, do the drive on Sunday and then come back. I don't know, we'll see. This is supposed to be the time that I explore more of Arizona, but I'm quickly running out of time to explore more of Arizona. It's just like last year. Last year was supposed to be the year I was gonna do a lot more exploring of Montana, because there's a lot of areas I haven't been to that I really want to do. Like there's some things I did do, like I was able to work the trail work that I did was in the Pintler wilderness area that I've never been to. And so I was able to combine that and that together. And so I was able to get in the Pintlers, and those things were awesome. And then because of the day before I was getting ready to do that, because I had to drop her off, in order for me to do that, the day before I went down to the Pioneer Mountains and climbed one of the mountains there. That was a lot of fun. That was a really cool area because I'd never been in there before. I wanted to last year do a big bike backpacking trip with her into the Beartooth, but the Beartooth is one of those areas where, depending on what you're trying to do, like you have to wait for the snow to melt before you can do anything, and then you'll need to do it before the snow starts flying again. It's like there's only like a month-long window at most usually where you could do anything, and I was busy during that time frame. But that also includes doing the tallest peak in Montana. I've still yet to do it, and I can't take her on that because there's some scrambling in order to get to the top that she wouldn't be able to do. And she's quite the mountaineer, but it's just a little too big of like scrambles for her, I guess. And then, so I want to do that this year. There's some stuff up in the Bob Marshall that I really want to do this year. I'd love to do the China Wall Loop, but I think I would be happy just doing there's a fire outlook on the ridge in front of the Chinese Wall that is about a 50K from the trailhead. Like if you do the loop, it's about it's a little over 100K if you do the Chinese Wall Loop. I'd be happy just doing the 50K. I did not get into Cocodona like I was promised I would. So I'm not doing Cocodona this year, so I'm going to be working it. I don't know if I told you guys that or not. I don't think I did. I found that out on Monday. See my dog? I was kind of keeping an eye on her. She was ahead of me, but I can't see her now, and I can see the road pretty good. She knows her way back to the van. It'll be fine. So now I'm like, do I want to do the new Mammoth 200 miler being put on by Tim Tollefson? Because I'll be there the week before for Mammoth Trail Fest. I'll be working that. I'm not sure if it's on the Golden Trail series this year or not, but if it is, I guarantee I'm working it. Oh, she's right here. What the hell? See, she blends in with her colors. I didn't even know she was right there. That's why I'm looking way up here trying to find her, and I couldn't see her, so I was like, where's she at? She was right there. Which I know it's getting hot out here because my phone is almost overheating. So hopefully my stream doesn't end. Yeah, the little sneak. Here she was just, I swear she was, if I didn't notice her, she was gonna like try and jump scare me. That's what she was gonna do. She was hiding there, waiting for me to go by. And then she was gonna jump out and be like, ha ha! But anyways, so I might do that. I'll have to think about it. I think my 100 miler this year is gonna be Mogollon. That fits into my schedule as well. As long as they don't pick up any new races that they want me to work. But she's messing with me. She is. She definitely is messing with me. She used to do that when she was a puppy. There was that culvert out at 10 Mile, and the first time she crawled through there, she like came back around because I was looking the way she went in. And she came back around, and I knew she was coming through. But she like jumped up behind me, like to try and get me, you know, to scare me, and I played along with it. And so then after that, that's what she loved to do for the longest time. Now she's too big to crawl through it again. But yeah, I'm gonna do a Mogollon because I need another hard rock qualifier for this year. That we'll see how I do this summer, because I am super busy working. That I don't know how well training would go, but I would love to. That is such a difficult race, and it would be so cool to just like work as hard as I could at it. And it'd be a good training run for a good training race, I should say, tune-up race for the Mammoth 200 if I do it. But to actually try and podium that race would be so cool. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll have some shorter races. I got just more of a fun run. I'm going to be racing a half marathon right after my race down in Vegas, like literally the week after. So that's why it's more of a fun run. But she gets to race with me. They have a dog category, so me and her are going to be racing that, and probably Rachel as well with her dog, which you guys might know as Fearless Lion. One of my mods in my channel, who is currently living in my condo up in Helena, because I was not going to be there for such a long time, and she was moving back to Montana. So I was like, hey, if you want to live here until you find a spot, I will not charge you market price for rent, just enough for me to cover my costs. So that's what she's getting. How much she gets charged is just whatever my cost is. And then so I'll be doing that half marathon, and then my next race after that, I was thinking about maybe doing like a little 30K here, down here. I don't know if I will or not. And then, other than that, in July, I'm going to Kendall Mountain again. That is a fun race. I love that race. It is such an ass kicker. Because you start off at just below 10,000 feet, and then you finish above 13,000, like 13,500, I think. And then you run back down. And so that's my only like races that I really have in my schedule. So I mean, we're back now. So that was, we just hit our 6 mile mark. So then after that, like Mogollon would fit good. My dog's looking staring at me like, open the door. She definitely runs circles around the van like, come on, why don't you have this door open already? I'm still 100 feet away, you fool. She's looking at me like I can control opening the door from all the way back here. Yeah, it's not one of them fancy mom mobiles, the little minivan, even though even the minivans don't look like minivans anymore. They're pretty much just SUVs, but where you just hit the button and the door opens already. I don't have one of those. I do wish timing wise would have worked out perfect for me to get the next model of this van, though, the next year I should say, because it has an Echo Boost in it, which has way more horsepower than this thing is. And with my lift kit and my bigger tires, if I go up like a really steep hill, this thing like damn near dies. Geez, she was thirsty. I gave you water. That tells you it's hot out here. Yeah, you even drank water before we left too. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Little slobbery face. So yeah. That is pretty much my schedule. Ooh. Ooh, my shirt's all sweaty and I took it off and that breeze is cold. So my back is freezing. My nipples are hard. Okay, yeah, I'll just turn this. Wow, I look all whited out with the way the light is shining now. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? I didn't work that hard, but I'm sure I'm sweaty. I got 400 feet of vert on that. So yeah, I mean, I can tell you right now what my schedule is. Whoa, geez. So far, forgot I had that plugged in. Let's go here. Okay, so I'm working February 7th through the 9th in Black Canyon. I'm racing the 14th and 15th. Well, hopefully just the 14th, but not the nipples, yeah. And then I'll be doing the fun race the week after that on the 22nd, which is a half marathon. And then I have to be back down here on March 6th, 7th, somewhere around there. I'm working the 7th and 8th at Mesquite Canyon doing videography. And then I have 1, 2, 3, almost a month to do whatever. And then I'm working on April 5th and 6th. Down here at Phoenix. Just at the northwest corner of Phoenix. What is that, the Glendale area or something like that? And then right after that, I head to north of San Francisco for Lake Sonoma. And I'll be working that. And then I have a couple weeks. What do I have? 1, 2, 3 weeks. And then I have to be back to Phoenix for Cocodona, and I'll be working that whole week. May 4th through the 10th. And then I have a few more weeks until I would go to New Hampshire, somewhere around probably June 10th or so. I'll be heading over that way. So there is a marathon in Montana I might be running there. And then I'll be in New Hampshire through the 23rd, and then I immediately have to leave there, drive all the way across the U.S. to get to Auburn, California, well, actually up by Tahoe, by Truckee, by the 25th. So basically I have like 2.5 days of driving that I have to do, which is what it took last time, so we should be able to do it. For Western States, I'll be working Western States, and then I leave so I'll leave Auburn, California on the 29th and immediately drive over to Silverton, Colorado, because then I will be, Kendall Mountain Run is on the, actually no, it's after Hard Rock this year. Oh. But either way, I'll still be there for Hard Rock, which is on the 11th and 12th, 13th. I'll be working Hard Rock of July. And then Kendall Mountain Run is the race the week after that, and I'll be racing that, and then I'll leave there, and then I don't have anything on the schedule yet until Mogollon, which is the race on the 6th of September. And then I have to go up to, I don't know where they're going to send me. I bet you I do know where they're going to send me, but probably Big Sky, Montana for the rut runs for September 11 through 14, but they could put me at Steamboat. Depends on where they're going to need the most work or need need me the most, not necessarily the most work, where they need me the most, I could be at Steamboat for Run Rabbit Run too, because that's the same weekend. And then right after that, I leave, immediately drive to Mammoth for Mammoth Trail Fest, and I'll be there working the 18th through the 21st. And then, like I said, I'm thinking about doing that 200, which starts on the 26th, so the weekend after that. And then I don't have anything until October 27th. So, no, October... Well, yeah, around 27th. I have to start heading back down to Phoenix on the 27th for Javelina, which will be on the 31st through the 2nd. You don't know what you're doing tomorrow? Yeah. Well, when you do videography, as soon as they sign a contract with the outfit that I do all the videography with, as soon as they sign their contract, they try and put videographers on retainer, because videographers will get really busy. And my dog has something sticking out underneath of her elbow. What did she get into a cactus? I don't know. So yeah, so all that stuff is just what I've already committed to on a retainer, so I have to work it. Well, I mean, if like some emergency or whatever, I could get out of it, but they put me on retainer already for all that stuff, so that's the nature of working, doing videography stuff. And I'm trying to get on with doing like personal stuff as well, not my personal stuff, but individual people's personal stuff, some of their individual projects, I guess is the way to say it. But we'll see if any of that stuff works out, because there's a lot of very what's the word I'm looking for, not like famous, but more people that have been doing it a lot more and have a bigger name out there that are that also do a bunch of that stuff, like what the heck is his name, Molly Seidel's boyfriend, who's also a runner, but he does that. And gosh dang, Billy Yang, he's another one, but he's like really expensive. But there's a whole bunch of other people. I just can't think of their names right now. If I saw their name, it'd be like, oh yeah, that's it. But what are you eating? Can I see your elbow? Is this your elbow or is that your elbow? Okay, that must have just been some grass or something stuck to it. Good old what's his name? Yep. What are you smelling? What are you doing? You don't want to go back up there. You don't want to go up there. Here's my wires I had to cut today to fix my lights. Which working pretty good. I might have to buy some more though. Oh, look at that. We've charged up to 77%. We're currently charging at 9 amps, which isn't a lot. Okay, jump up if you're going to do it there. Look at her back there, just my supervisor. Yeah, I'm very sweaty. That's why I had to come in here. Freaking as soon as I took my thing off, that cold wind, it was like making my nipples hard. That's what I was talking about. I want a drinky drink. Let's get a drinky drink. There we go. A little Uzu citrus. Which we're almost out of that. We're going to have to buy more of that. Remind me to... Oh, you got cactus on your face, you weirdo. Remind me to put it on our list. Will you let me take that cactus needle out? What do you think? Can I have that? Here, hold on. You just wait. Will you don't pull away from me? I'm trying to help. You weirdo. Here. All right. I'm trying to help. Nope, I almost had it. Will you just let me take it? Let me grab it. Let me grab it. I'm trying to help you. Oh, she's such a butthead. Oh. It's like stuck in there pretty good, so. Come here. Let me help you. Let me help you. Okay. Can I help? Can I help? I'm just gonna. Let me help. Can I help? Can I help? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. I can't tell where you quit. Okay, I did get it. I can't tell if I got it because she's like, let me have that. Yeah. Do you feel better? You had a look that you felt better afterwards. Gosh dang you. That was stuck in there good. Where'd you get that one from? Huh? Where'd you get that one from? Goodness gracious. You're gonna have to let me look at your paws too, because you kept digging at your paws as we were running. You still got one on the side of your face that you still won't let me get too. But that one is hard to get. I'm gonna have to get the tweezers out and try and get her when she's not expecting. Because the end of it is hard to, because it's down inside of her fur a little bit. Like you can see the end of it. What? Oh, you are correct. You are out of food. Okay, let me get you some food. There you go. There you go. Oh, look at that butt. You got cute tushies. You got cute tushies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're nice. Thank you. That's my seat. She's like, okay. Now that you got that out of my face, I gotta go put more in my face now. Gosh dang, it got really windy out. Tomorrow is supposed to be super windy. So we'll see. Okay, well, refilling, yep. That's gonna be it. I'm gonna clean myself up. It's 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna clean myself up, do some work on the computer. I gotta do a couple training plans for a couple of my athletes. And then make some dinner. I don't know what to have for dinner. I do have some meatballs left, and I got lots of pasta I could make, but I almost feel like having Spam and rice. Go very Hawaiian. The only problem is I'd like to make a teriyaki sauce, and I don't have anything, so like I don't have any sugar to do it with, but whatever. I don't keep sugar. If I keep sugar, then I use sugar. Hi. Although I do have some maple syrup, I could use that. But, I don't know. I'll think about what we're gonna have for dinner. Ari's like, I don't care what it is as long as I can have some of it. She's been mad at me because I've been making stuff that she can't have because it has onions in it and stuff like that. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Maybe I'll try and do some video editing too. Try and get that next video uploaded onto my YouTube channel. And thank you for all the new subscribers on YouTube. I've been seeing that, so very appreciated. But yeah, that'll be it for now. The dinner wheels are turning. They are. Me thinking about food. That's pretty norm for me. Does my face look skinnier? Because I feel like I'm losing weight, but my tummy doesn't say anything. And I usually lose it in my face before anything. Oh well. Anyways, that's going to be it, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, and hopefully, maybe tomorrow we can get a good long run in. So, I'd like to get like 20 to 24, but anything over 16 I will be happier about. Yeah, thinner? Okay, good. That means I am losing weight then. Bye everyone, love y'all, and I will see you guys next time. Probably, yeah, definitely not tonight. So, bye everyone. Unless I do a cooking stream. Nah, I don't think so. Bye everyone.